Alex and I are both responsible for Canada and the short films.
So a pretty funny story comes to us from Toronto director Evan Morgan, a dark comedy that's set around a family man who is also an office worker and witnesses his neighbor in an act that he finds quite embarrassing to his neighbor, but funny himself, and he can't wait to tell his coworkers about it. The hitch is that his neighbor finds this out and threatens this man's family in a unique way, and therein lies the tension and the comedy for what may be our darkest comedy this year, but sets Evan Morgan apart as a great director, a great writer, and I think audiences are going to be very excited to discover this film and look forward to seeing more films from him.
A very exciting film this year because it stands out, I think, for its look is Model by Dylan Raitling. Dylan does films for years and a very eclectic range of film. He's been at the festival a few years ago with Record. This is a part of that trilogy. It's about technology, it's about the change in human behavior towards technology and how people are easily replaced by machines. Now the film is 5 minutes. It is the crispest, most designed film we have. It is very sort of white, cubic. It's a gorgeous film, excellent soundtrack. It's one of the sort of tightest, most visual film. It absolutely deserves the big screen. It's one of our big visual treat, I would say, that has something to say on top of it, so it's good.
Fire or Struggle by Sophie Dupuis is definitely one of our gems this year. I think audiences are going to be challenged by this film in a unique way. The film centers around two adult siblings who discover a sexual tension between them as the sister is about to leave for Montreal from her small town of Val d'Or, and her brother is staying behind. And over the course of this short film, they have to confront what's between them, and I think it's a challenging film in tackling a taboo that doesn't often get treated in a sensitive way. I think what she does with this film is she takes a very honest and realistic approach that asks the audiences to set aside their preconceived notions and just experience it as a very interesting and compelling drama with fantastic performances and a story unlike any other that we have in our shorts program.
Well, How to Be Deadly is kind of our crazier comedy. If you like Trailer Park Boys or Fubar, which we certainly both do, and very proud of because it's from our country. This is the Newfoundland response to these. It's director Nick Sexton coming out of Newfoundland, working in Toronto now. And the character he's created that's been a bit of a viral thing online, Donnie Dumphy, is the star of it. So it's a guy who needs to get back his girlfriend, score money, score drug, and score booze, like Alex and I on a weekly basis, so it touched us personally.
We were going back and rewatching parts of it just to catch what we had missed from laughing. It's a hilarious concept. The performances, you can tell these actors have lived with these roles, and it's in the best Canadian tradition of hoser comedy, and it's great seeing it come from the East Coast. It's amazing to see something so local in Newfoundland comedy that can be so universal and create laughs across the country. There's a lot of diversity in the comedy in our programs this year, and audiences are going to be very excited to see that.